Hey guys, welcome. I'm just switching over here. Here we go. Hi, welcome. It's Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday. So we're going to talk about what if you just got your collection or you've been using your oils for some time and you just are here for a refresher. We're just going to go over the basics on what to do when you get your collection. And there might be some extra tips in there you never heard about. And then I'm going to go into why LRP, why and what it is and all the benefits that come with it. Because don't want you guys to miss out on that stuff when you become a member with doTERRA. So before we get started onto the presentation, let's grab our favorite essential oil because it is important that you spend at least 2 minutes on yourself a day. And this is one way to do it. Another way, take your dog for a walk. Another way is to read a book for 15 minutes. Another way is to meditate for 5 minutes. It's totally up to you. But let's spend some time on ourselves. Okay, so grab your favorite essential oil. Today I grabbed a little something different, Tulsi, the holy basil. The only thing I remember what this oil does, I'm sorry, my screen is like that, is it calms. It's very calming, and I could use some calmness right now. I love the way it smells. I can't quite describe it. It's almost like minty, but not peppermint. Not like that. I don't know why my screen's doing that, you guys. I'm sorry, it's breathing on you like that. Hopefully you don't see that at home. But my monitor keeps adjusting the video. I don't know what's going on with that. It just started doing that. Okay. All right, so I hope you got your favorite oil. You took your 2-3 deep inhales from cupped hands. If you have to, close your eyes, go for it. I'm gonna get one more. Whew. So I'm starting working at school this summer at the elementary school, and it's a lot of work because I'm dragging food back and forth, and I didn't think it was going to be that much work. But anyway, I'm here with you, and that's what's important. So let's get right to it. What to do when you got your oils, and what do you want to do with it next? Okay, let's get to the presentation. I'll go ahead and share that with you. All right, let's give this a little play. Awesome. All right, you got oils. Now what? Made easy. Let's find out. Okay, so the goal of this class is obviously to empower you. That's the main purpose of all these classes, is to give you the knowledge so you can take it and make an informed decision on your next steps. So for the purpose of this class, we're going to go over 3 things: how to feel healthier faster. The little hint is your doTERRA account. How to receive deeper discounts, also in your doTERRA account, and how to get what you want for free. So let's get right to it. All right, so you got your oils. Now what? Here's some tips for you. Number 1, have fun. I've actually had a customer that got a collection of products and oils and didn't open it. So please open up your box. And I'm not going to say who it was, but you know who you are. Open up your box, open up all the oils, the products, and just dig your nose into them, smell them. Get your diffuser if you got a diffuser with your collection. Put distilled water or filtered water in there. Tap water is okay, but I wouldn't do it I would avoid tap water as much as possible. But when you're in a pinch, it's okay. But if you can, do the filtered and the distilled. Then, depending on the size of your diffuser, you want to put anywhere between 2 to 6 drops. So obviously, the more water in the diffuser, the more drops. The smaller diffuser, like the Pebble, you want to do no more than 2 to 3. Okay. Here's some tips. You can take your peppermint, your wild orange, and do 2 drops of each in your diffuser or more, depending on your diffuser, in the morning. And real quick, super easy. So, because I know you're starting a new habit, so you're going to forget in the morning. So before you go to bed, have your oils out, have the water ready, and then that'll remind you to set up your diffuser the night before. So that way, all you got to do is wake up and hit that button, and then la la la. So I'm going to start doing that tomorrow because I've noticed I've been waking up with super duper anxious feelings because work is so different and so new with new people, new school, all that fun stuff, new kids. They're so adorable. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite part of the day, is like, let me just get to the serving part, screw the rest of it, I just want to see the kids. And then at night you can enjoy Lavender and Breathe for a restful night's sleep. If you got a snorer in your house, that might help alleviate that as well. If you decide to use these oils internally, because you have the option to, just look for the this one doesn't have it, me see if I have an oil that does. Yeah, spearmint. I've got spearmint here. I think, what do I have diffusing? Oh, I have a Spanish sage going on right now in the diffuser. Usually have this in there. Look for the supplement facts on your bottle right here, okay? And that way you know you can put it in your food, your smoothie, your water, your juice, whatever you can take internally, or in a, if you want to skip all that and put it in a gel cap or a veggie cap, you can do that as well. You want to start off 1 or 2 drops in your water, 1 drop per 4-ounce fluid. It's also on the label. So if you forget anything from this class, read your labels, people, read your labels. You want to use glass or stainless steel only. BPA free is okay, but you want to try to avoid using any kind of plastic, because what happens over time is the oil is going to break down that plastic and you're going to ingest it. And that's not what we want to do. And you'll start to see how there's like a film like this. I don't want to say smoky. It's like a milky film on the plastic. And that's when you know the oil has like worn it down. So we don't want that in your system. So stick with the glass or stainless steel. BPA free is okay, but I would avoid plastic altogether. Okay. Dilute, dilute, dilute. I cannot say that enough. I've been experiencing that myself firsthand on the hot oils like oregano, thyme, sometimes even lavender is a little too much for my skin because I've got a little something going on in my face right now. And I had to use some lavender, but I had it in a touch form, which has fractionated coconut oil, which is the main ingredient in that. So yeah, I've been using that, and oh boy, did it like cause a little fire, but I didn't have anything else. You can also use any cooking oil, what am I going to say? The not coconut oil, olive oil, thank you, and vegetable oil. You can also use that as well. Any kind of oil, cooking oil you have in your house, or milk if you have like a little one, because that happened to a friend of mine. His toddler got a hold of a bottle that he shouldn't have ingested, or at least, you know, he was acting like, I don't know how much he had, but he was fine. He was totally calm because he had a calming blend. So that worked out very well for his family, but it caused a little panic. But I said, just get some cooking oil or milk, because kids like milk. So have him take a little sip of that and he should be fine. Or, you know, at least 4 ounces of that should be okay. And he turned out to be fine. What else? Here is a age ratio recommendation. If you were gifted a empty 10 milliliter roller, you want to fill 1/3 of the way of the roller of pure essential oils, and then the rest fractionated coconut oil. And then on the chart they have 6 years plus. That's how many oils. 1/3. You want to do 1/4 of that, so 2 to 6 years, and then 2 years old. You want to use like 1 to 2 drops max for those guys, and the rest with fractionated coconut oil. They do not need a lot of oils. Okay, if you get oils anywhere on the sensitive areas, the eyes, ears, nose, that sort of thing, again, fractionated coconut oil or milk. No square, you know, some kind of oil, just get it out. Just don't mix with water. It just intensifies it. That I made that mistake once. So you want to use some kind of oil to dilute, because oil and water do not mix. Now, if you have supplements as part of your daily nutrition, that was part of your collection, you want to take them after your first full meal, breakfast, lunch. You want to start slowly. I highly recommend starting slowly, because that's what I did. You want to take a 1/4 or half dose. I did a half dose. I did 1 pill each out of the Lifelong Vitality. Or if it's any of the supplements, you want to take like 1 for the first 7 to 14 days. And then when your body's like getting used to it and you're starting to build that habit, then you can take the full dose of 2 of each supplement. This is mostly for the Lifelong Vitality pack. Make it a lifestyle. You know, you want to take it with breakfast or lunch or dinner. There's no wrong way. I have done a little bit more research and decided to start taking my supplements after lunch, which I need to do after this class, because I had a late lunch. I'm working at the school. Yeah, you want to take them during lunch, because I'm doing some research and some reading. Now that I'm getting older, my body's changing. I want to stop eating between 7 and 8. So I don't want to take my supplements that late because that's when your body's like still, digesting. So you don't get a full restful night's sleep if you eat late, and then your bodies can't burn that fat like we used to, and because the metabolism slowed down. So we want to like have a nice break fast, uh, you know, 10 to 12 hours between dinner and our next meal at breakfast. So that's why they highly recommend breakfast and lunch, because you want to be able to get a full night's sleep so your cells rejuvenate. Okay, what else? Keep it at it. Just have it out somewhere where you make your coffee, where you make your smoothie, where you get water in the morning, whatever it is that first thing you do in the morning. Have them out in your kitchen so that you can take them right away, or in the bathroom. There's no right or wrong, just wherever you works for you and your lifestyle. Okay, but keep going. Okay, if you forget a day, it's not going to kill anything. Just get back on that horse. All right. Cute. All right, so if you're curious to know how many drops maximum you should have a day, here's a lovely little chart for both adult and children. I'm just going to break down real quickly what internal, that is when you put it in your water, your smoothie, those kinds of things. Put them in a gel cap, you know, food, that's internal. Oral is when you're going to do a drop underneath the tongue, where you just tilt it back, one drop falls underneath the tongue. So that's only for adults, obviously. I just want to point that out. And then dermal is topical. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of that and save it. There it is. You can always pause this video and jot those down. So why join LRP? So many reasons. One is the easiest way to earn points and save 25% on your next order. Anytime you shop, you save 25% off. So you're getting a discount, okay? Second is because you want to feel awesome in 90 days. Maybe you've got a wellness plan you've got in mind. You want to set up a protocol and you want to, meet those goals. It also helps you redirect your spend, say goodbye to toxins and hello nature. I have not stepped foot in Target for anything for household or beauty, except for like makeup and that sort of stuff. Not really makeup. No, I take that back. It's mostly like the brushes, those, the makeup brushes, basically is what I get at Target, or anything for the kids. But I haven't bought a damn thing for myself at Target when it comes to, my house and my personal care. Keeps you motivated and committed to your wellness because you got product coming in. You got to use what you got, right? And then you're gonna stay on that protocol. It keeps you accountable to stay on that protocol. You're gonna start feeling awesome in 30 days, and an opportunity to receive free gifts and income from doTERRA and Moi. Yeah, you heard right. Income from doTERRA and Moi from Mitt. Okay. So this is how it works. First, you want to create your first order. And you can shop over 130 essential oil blends and over 160 natural lifestyle products. Then you want to choose the date you want to ship. Okay. If you want a free product, you want to place that order on or before the 15th. We're going to dive into that in a second. And if you want free shipping, 100 PV, we're going to break that down in a minute. And then you want to customize your order each month. So after that first shipment, you went in, LRP'd it, and that is shipped out. You can go back in after it's processed and shipped out. You can go back in and take out what you don't need for the second month, because you come up with a little wellness plan. Remember the 3 things you want to feel more or less of in the class or on our 101. You want to set up protocols based on those things, and then boom, 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 you got your next 90 days already planned out, right? Because you're in control. And then you can cancel anytime, but if you do decide to cancel, make sure you use up any points that you've accumulated, and you want to call customer service for that cancellation, okay? All right, so I'm going to break it down. So a PV equals point value. So for every dollar equals a point value on most doTERRA products. All the oils are equal to a point value, to the dollar. In your cart, if you have a minimum of 100 to 49 PV, all that's going to do is maintain the percentage that you're at. So if you're at 15, 25, 30, you're just going to stay there, and you're going to keep the points that you've already accumulated so far. If you want to advance quickly by the end of the year to 30%, have at least 50 PV, and you're going to earn points on that order. So 15 PV and plus, you're earning points and advancing your percentage of points back. So 10%, if you have 100 PV, 10%, you're going to get 10 points back. That's how it works. 100 PV qualifies for that free shipping. So if you're looking to save money there, bump it up to 100. You'll get, 10 points back. Sorry, you'll get 10 points back with the 100 PV. Blah. I'll show you what you get with 50 PV. Okay, so you'll understand what you get by the end of the year. And then, you can also earn a commission if you have 100 PV. If you're ever open to learning more about that, please reach out to me so I can get you locked in, or plugged in, I should say, not locked in. Nobody's locked in. Wrong word. Plugged in. All right. 125, you can always unplug, right? All right. Well, you can also unlock too, but you get it. Free products of the month. If you have a 125 PV order, you want to place that on or before the 15th. You're going to see the dots are color coordinated. So if you want the free product of the month, you want to pick the purple dates. If you don't want the free product of the month and you're not doing 125 PV ever, you can pick the black dates, but it doesn't, either way. Special orders throughout once in a blue moon, every quarter, I believe they do a 200 PV special. So this is what it's going to look like if you decide, all right, 50 PV every month. Yes, that sounds like a plan for me that works in my budget, my lifestyle. By the end of the first year, you'll earn $160 that you can put towards any product on doTERRA's website, except for the brand new stuff. You got to wait. Eventually they roll those into, you can use them or buy them with points. Second year, because you're at 30% and you're still at 50 PV, right? You're going to earn at least $240 that you apply towards free products. Like, how awesome is that? Super awesome. All right, so protocols. This is like a very easy way to start up the next 90 days. So it takes all the guessing out for you. So I have the book right here. It's my go-to all the time for anything that's going on with me. Like this, well, I had psoriasis on my chest. It's kind of fading. Thank you to Yarrow Palm and Alpha CRX Plus. All right, just need some anti-inflammatories. All right, so yeah, if you look at canker sores, like I got one right here, Melaleuca, oregano, clove, which is what I was using. Those are, staples in any collection, those three right there. So on your next order, after you get your collection, right, on your next order, you will put in the probiotic complex. It's the PB Assist Plus and the Proactive, that's the On Guard soft gels. You could put those on your next order. And then when that ships, you could go back, change those out and put in the Digestive Blend soft gels, the Thyme, and maybe you might need the PB Assist Plus again, so you don't take that out, just the soft gels, the On Guard soft gels. And that's how you do it. It's so easy, and it just keeps you on track, and you just, the next month, you just replace whatever you used and take out, put in. And if you happen to fall on a month where you're like, I don't need any product, throw in a lip balm, throw in, I'm trying to think what else is like under $10. Throw in something in your cart. There's a handful of things you could put in there. Toothpaste. I mean, just throw that in there just to keep your account active, maintain those points, maintain whatever percentage that you're at. And yeah, there you go. Now, if you're like, I don't want to do a big protocol thing, like I don't care about the 3 things I want to feel more or less of, pick a room. Start small, pick a room. You can start with the kitchen. There's awesome products for the kitchen. There's the On Guard line. There's the Abode line. I kind of go in between the two because I like both. Kitchen not your jam, the bedroom. Start looking at products for the bedroom. Diffuser, lavender, serenity, peace. I'm trying to think what else. Copaiba, vetiver. I'm trying to think of all the calming blends and oils. Tulsi, holy basil, Roman chamomile. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. You can set up your room every month with a new oil or 2 or product or 2. All right. Personal self-care. I mentioned the toothpaste or the face wash. There's the Virage and the anti-aging line. Pick one, whichever one, fits your lifestyle, whatever your desire is, whatever result you're looking for, right? And put those in your cart and just fill them in over time until you've got either get the collection or just slowly but surely, replace what you've already have with those products. That's how I did it. I just replaced what I already had. I ran out of the soap. I bought more. I bought the doTERRA soap. I ran out of moisturizer, got the doTERRA moisturizer. So you could do it that way as well. The freaking laundry room. Oh my goodness. Stop with the fabric softener, with all the good stuff, and those pebble things that you throw. Toxic, toxic, toxic. It's terrible for your washer and dryer. It really makes a mess of those machines. It's horrible for the fish downstream. Just stop. And it disrupts our hormones, all those toxins, synthetic fragrances, because we all know where those come from, right? If you watch my classes, you should know by now, petroleum and coal tar. Yeah, we don't want those in our laundry because our skin is touching our clothes and our sheets. Like our skin is touching some material 24/7, and that residue is on there and it's getting absorbed through the skin because that's how these oils work. They absorb through the skin. Okay. So yeah, ditch and switch. Dryer balls. I love dryer balls. You can get those at doterra.com or Amazon. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong way. But if you buy from doTERRA, they support the women of Nepal that put those together for you. So you're benefiting those people instead of some large corporation that's making them. Okay. All right. Who wants to feel awesome? I always want to feel awesome. Number one product for a reason, because people feel a difference in 30 days guaranteed. And if you don't, ship the bottles back whether they're full or not. And I help you with that so you don't lose anything, right? Okay. Don't feel like you're at a loss. And then we could cut ties and you never talk to me again. All right. All right. Real quickly, what these bottles do, the Alpha CRS Plus, which I mentioned earlier in the class, that's what I've been using for my psoriasis. You really can't see it. It doesn't, it's really faded. It's a whole bunch of ingredients, natural plants that help with inflammation, like grapeseed, pomegranate, milk thistle, baswala, which is, I think, part of the frankincense. Microplex VMZ is your full vitamins and minerals. It's full servings of fruits and veggies. So that helps supplement because, yeah, so what if you're eating a bowl of fruits and veggies every day? They're not going to have the same amount of nutrients that they were, just 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. They're just over processed and yeah. And the seeds are kind of genetically modified, right? That's happening too. So they're not going to have the same amount of nutrients as the food did back in the day. So this helps supplement that. And then XC Omega is omega fatty acids 3, 6, and 9. Our bodies does naturally produce 3, but we need a balance. We can't have more of one or the other because then I don't know, omegas work. You need a balance of 3 and 6. And I forget where 9 comes from. I learned a little bit of 9 too. And I was like, oh, fascinating. I'm always learning. And then I pass that knowledge on to you. So everything I regurgitate, right, because I read it somewhere or someone an expert in the field of health and wellness has told me, and I'm just laying it out to you because it's the same information I'm seeing over and over when I do my research. So there you go. All right. So yeah, moving on. Now here's where you can get deeper discounts. Remember at the start of the class, I said you're going to get deeper discounts in your account. Here it is. So when you purchase the Life on Vitality pack or the daily nutrient pack, I kind of go in between the two. You can choose up to 3 additional supplements at reduced prices. Mega reduced prices. Okay. PB Assist Plus is typically $39, right? Yeah, I think right now the prices have gone up a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. I think it's $26.50 now instead of $25, but still, that's still huge discounts. And if you're on the MetaPower system, you can add those in there as well. Game changer. I just wish it had some of the female stuff in here because I could use some of that. All right. So there you go. Here are June promos, you guys. If you place an order, yeah, on or before the 15th of this month, and it's got 125 PV in it, you're going to get a 5 milliliter Kumquat essential oils. Yeah, from the rind of the orange kumquat. Well, it looks like an orange to me. That's what I call it. About that. I just keep an eye out on social media, on Facebook, here on Facebook, and on Instagram. If you're not following me there, please do, because I will be sharing all month long how you can use your kumquat. So if you do get that, you know how to use it, what it's for, and what the benefits. Enjoy that. And then oregano, can't have enough oregano in my house. I've been taking those internally ever since this psoriasis started, skin condition, I should say. Oh, I needed skin support. All right, so I started taking that internally because it has antioxidants. All right, so that was why I started taking that internally, because I read somewhere that that helps relieve this, the issues that you have with the skin issue. 10% off this month, all month long. Get yourself some oregano, and you can put it in your pasta sauce, and it's gonna smell amazing. Free pebble diffuser. Yes, sir. A cute little pebble diffuser. It's really cute. I think I have mine. Mine's going on right now. I don't know if it'll stay on if I unplug it, but just wanted to show you how cute and adorable it is. See, so cute. Okay. That is free for new members if you place your first order. Oh, I can't do it. Your first order, I was trying to plug my app. Your first order, and it reaches 150 PV, you'll get that pedal diffuser for free. Or is it pebble diffuser? I think I said pedal. Sorry about that. My brain likes to say words, or I should say my mouth likes to say words that my brain is saying not to say, but to say the other word, and I don't say always say the wrong words all the time. I catch it because I watch on the replay and I'm like, that's not the word I meant to say. That's not the word I was thinking. My mouth said something completely different, and it's so frustrating, and I don't know how to fix that. All right, it's a glitch in my brain, I guess, and I'm just gonna live with it. So bear with me, folks. All right. Don't forget, you guys, if you have an account already, you have the refer a friend link. What this does is you share it with your friends. You're not doing the business. You're just sharing a link because you know someone that is going through some stuff, and you know these oils are going to help because they helped you, or they're healthy nut jobs and they would love to get their hands on these oils at 25% off every time they shop. Or, it's somebody, or you just want to share, just share because you want your membership fee paid, because you're going to earn 20% if they use their link. If they use your link, you will earn 20% in commission off of that sale. So that's going to add up very quickly to help pay for things like the taxes. If your state, forces you to pay taxes on your purchase, because not all states do that. It can help pay for your membership fee, that $25 membership fee. It will help pay for shipping. If you're not at 100 PV for that free shipping, your dollars can help pay for that. And it also helps pay for products. So if you could accumulate a lot of dollars, yay, good for you. Have fun with that. It's summertime, so don't forget to grab everything doTERRA Sun, okay? Please protect your skin. It's so important to protect your skin with non-toxic. It doesn't kill the coral. It's super safe for the ocean. I have the face stick. I'm a huge fan. I've been using that pretty much almost for a year now. I think it's been out for a year. Yeah. Love it. It's so easy and convenient because I just slather it on with the stick and I go to work because I work out in the sun. We serve the food outside during the school time, not during the summer. The Rose Duet, I just checked. That is going to be restocked July 1st. It did come out this month, but it's already it needs restock because who doesn't like real rose? Okay, this is like the real stuff. Now, here's a little tip, you guys. You can make your own rose water, okay? I learned this from Emily Wright, one of the founders of doTERRA, and she gave a tip. So if you want to make your own, I hope you're still watching. If you want to make your own, you want to use a cup of distilled water and 5, maybe 10. I won't tell anybody, but I think she said 5, but put 10 if you want. I won't tell. Of the rose essential oil. And if you don't have the rose essential oil, get on LRP and start earning them points. So you get your rose. That's how I got mine. That's how I get all my rose oil. Any expensive oil that we think is expensive, they're not expensive. It just takes a lot of product, we're talking pounds, tens of thousands of pounds of product to make a 5 milliliter bottle, just a little 5 milliliter bottle. So yeah, it's going to cost $200, over $200 for rose, because it takes 10,000 pounds of flowers to make it happen. All right. So how do you place your order? There's two ways. First, a website. That's the easy peasy one, right? Go to doTERRA.com. What you want to do is you need to hover your mouse over the account icon there, and then this drop down will happen and you'll see create account and login. What you want to do is hit login. So you hit that button, then it's going to direct you to your login page, which you name doTERRA ID or your email. It could be one of the two, and your password. If you forget your password, your doTERRA ID, and you want to go that route, just reach out to me or the person that enrolled you to doTERRA, and they will have that on file, and they will send that to you, either email or text, totally up to you and your preference. And if you forgot your password, just hit reset password. If you don't get an email from doTERRA, then you probably have something wrong with your email address. So just give doTERRA a quick call and they will be happy to get that ironed out for you. They're like the nicest people too. I'm not a fan of calling customer service, but when it comes to doTERRA, I do not hesitate to pick up the phone because they're so nice over there. Another option, which I just started using myself, super easy and convenient, is the app. Download the doTERRA shop. Oh my gosh. Yes, you can place your loyalty reward. It's the little icon in the middle on the bottom there. That's where you click on that. You'll see your loyalty cart there. If you have more than one loyalty cart, yes, you can open up more than one. If you have more than one, you're going to see that as well. You're going to see them there, all in one spot. And you can shop by purpose. So if you've got digestive system or circulatory, what else? Nervous system, any hormones, anything like that, you just click on that and it gives you a great list of all the products that are may help you. We don't know what's going to work for you, just like the doctors don't know what kind of medications are going to work. And here's why. I want to show you real quick. I think I'm done. Oh yeah, don't forget the your 30-day challenge. If you haven't signed up for it, it's not too late. You can still do it. Power to Be What in 2023? It's not too late. You got until like November, December, and then they're going to move on to something else. All right, so let me stop this share real quick so I can show you why we don't know which oils are going to work for you. Okay, I want you to see this because I'm a visual person. Let me get to something that I can pronounce. Stay with me. Okay, so in the Advanced Oil Magic book, or if you have the Modern Essentials, I know this is hella old. If you have the Modern Essentials reference book, this information is going to be in there. So this is antiviral, right? And then basically it represents the replication of viral RNA. Okay, that's what that means. So here are the constituents. There's different kind of antiviral constituents, right? And these are the oils that have those constituents. If you notice, there's the percentage of how much of that constituent it has. So if you start with bergamot and it has a 3% of the citral constituent, maybe that's not strong enough for you. So then you want to try petitgrain. And if that doesn't work, then you try lemon myrtle. You just keep going until you find the right one that works for you. And that's why this book is amazing. So if you have this book, this is how you use it. Check what you need taken care of, and then you can find the oil that has the most of that chemical compound. That's how I figured out this whole skin irritated, redness, flaky. Yeah, I got it under my pits. I had it all on my neck and my chest, and I've got a cold sore right here. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that's it, you guys. Stay tuned. Next Wednesday, I'm only going to be teaching a couple of classes this summer, 2 per month, because it's summertime. I need a break too. Okay. It's next week. It's about, wait, I just looked at it. I already forgot what it's called. Edit your space. We're going to simply edit our space. So tune in next week if you want to learn how to edit your space. I'm all about minimalism. You should see me in my house. I'm always throwing stuff out. I make my family angry all the time. All right, that's it, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday, okay? 3 p.m. Pacific time sharp. Love you guys. And if you didn't catch the live, you can always watch the replay here on Facebook or my YouTube channel. Just hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Love you guys. Bye. Be well.